Okay, good afternoon. It is March 24th, 2022, and today we are looking at this. It looks like we made a measure move of this low to here, this low, and this high to here. I wasn't really looking at this as the low, but it could just be two measured moves. The exact same thing as yesterday. I haven't even checked that, but I bet you that's what that is. No, we went actually much further than that. So I think my original is more accurate right here. I'm realizing now that I didn't even mark up the trades from like 5 o'clock on. So let's just do that. I don't got a whole lot of time to be doing that. So the open is right about here, 6:30. So let's take a look. We're in an uptrend in the overnight. Looks like I'd probably have like a range like that. And it looks like we had a break. Maybe that's it. A break, a move to a new high, you see right here. And that makes me think this move is kind of enticing right here. But that comes before we're even in there. So you might be thinking short from here. If you look at this as a double top, you get a failure right here. But I don't know. I don't think in real time. This is congestion. So yeah, you don't want to be taking that. This is too congestive in my opinion too, but that's a second entry short. That's pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and mark that as aggressive. That's too hard to tell. Yeah, it's in congestion. It's at the midline of this range, but it is a second entry short. We just made a triple test right here. So I'm sure an advanced person could probably spot that and take it. But for me, that looks pretty advanced because of the congestion. Anyway, we make this low. We find some choppiness around the midline. That's also close to this midline. This is definitely something I would look at as a double top. So I do like this second entry long, especially because this congestion here, it looks like we're breaking back into it. This is a first failed second entry that doesn't set up, unfortunately, nor does the second entry long. So at this point, when it bounces here, that's when we know, okay, well, we're probably going to go to these highs. And so we make it up there, and you get this lower high here. Second entry, no good setup. But when we keep going down, and this is coming off the overnight highs, you very well might consider this. This is the failure. So I think you would have to go short below this one and put the stop right here. But I don't think you would really want that because this bar closes right at the EMA and this one closes higher. But when we get this one, and that's also like a second entry short, I'm going to go ahead and make that red because it's a second entry short. That turns out to be a good entry, and we come here and we kind of make a triple test. You can see like that right there, but that's not a good setup. Very congested. But when we don't make it to this low and we just start going higher, that's giving you some clues. So you do get a second entry right here. I'm going to go ahead, even though this is a nice leg up, I'm going to mark this as aggressive because even though we're looking for a new high, this looks like maybe it's one leg of correction. Even though when you draw it, it looks like it's a break and a move to a new low. So you might take that. We don't get a setup here, unfortunately, for the second entry long. This is a failure. But since we're in a range, I don't like that. And it's not like it's off of a trend line, you know. We just had a break, in fact. of this trend line. So I'm not too crazy about that one. Does set up pretty well though. It looks like it would get you a scalp. So we bounce off the trend line here. You get a first entry, second entry. So if you saw this trend line, that's definitely a blue. Room to this high, plenty of room to this high, so I do like that very much. Some good entries in here. This is a new low, first entry. So the failure comes here, doesn't set up, then we get this good signal bar, but you're going into a triple top right there, and I think you're better off waiting because it's not clear at this point that we're in an uptrend. So why don't I just mark that as aggressive? On a smaller scale, this looks like a double bottom, first entry, second entry as well. So, and you could even argue for this one after the double bottom, first entry, second leg pullback, and look at that. But, and you know, you might feel more confident after we made this high, taking this one too. Too far from the EMA over here. Then we form this trend line, and this actually looks like a second entry short, but there's no setup. Let's see. First entry. Yeah, this is definitely a failure of some sort here, but it just doesn't set up. We form this congestion down here, and at this point, I'm like, okay, that was a nice move up, so I'm expecting a retest of these highs. And I looked for maybe 2 measured legs of correction. We really didn't get that. We came up short, as you can see, and we bounced off the overnight highs. And then we got a first failed second entry. It didn't set up. This is a second entry short, but with this overshoot, I was like, nah, I can't do that. So we get the failure right here, and then you get a higher low, and I really like that. It confirms this shorter term trend channel. Okay, so that's another reason I like that. Back into this congestion. And then we form this. This is probably not accurate. That looked like a channel right there. You get a first failed second entry. I like this. You know, at this point, we could even... That's like the first close outside. It's tough. I'm calling this blue, but now I'm like wondering if this is aggressive. Not too... So I think I'm going to leave this blue, but it's a little tough. And then this one, I guess, this is second entry long. And at this point, I'm definitely a little concerned. It does work out, though. And you would also, we had this doji, and also you would have had to keep your order in after this bar, which it closes higher than the previous close, but it's not looking too good there. You have this failure right here, failed second entry long, but you're going right into this pink level of support. And we're just congested there. We break lower, that breakout fails, and you get a first entry, failed second entry. I don't know why I marked this green. I do like this, because we still hadn't really tested this high and made a new high. So I like that, and that turns out to be the trade of the day. And I don't think there's anything after that. So we're going into market close. I am going to show my trades today because I didn't journal my trades, so I just want to talk about them real quick. So yeah, I like this entry a lot. And I wish, I really, lately I noticed, I feel like I would get 5 4-point runners or 4 5-point runners before I'll ever get a 20-point runner, especially with my style. I like to be in and out. I can't really sit here and take that anxiety of being in the market. So this is a situation where that would have worked out. Enter right here. I only scalped out, but this would have gotten me 86.50. This would have got me a 5-point runner. Where's my other entry? My other entry is right here, and I looked at this as it looks like a leg up, one leg of correction, another leg up, another leg of correction, but it also looks like, so it looks like a failure to me, but it also looks like one leg down, one leg of correction, one leg down. So I went long here. I ended up not marking it because I think it's a little too advanced of a trade, but clearly it was a good enough entry. So hopefully that means I'm learning to read this stuff. So I got almost a 3-point runner here just by putting my stop below each bar, and here I could have gotten 5 points. So this is a bit aggressive and I think advanced, but those are the trades I took. So hopefully everyone had a good day. It was after that overshoot. I like that. I hope everyone had a good day. I'll be back tomorrow. God bless.